Hello students, welcome to online classes. This is class 7th, grammar. Today's topic is verb. This is presentation 9. So today's topic is verb. So today we'll learn definition and the types of verbs. So let us start. So verbs are words that tell us about the action done or the state of being or positions. So action, you all know what are action words. Means jumping, singing, playing, play, run, eat. These all are action words. Means we do something that shows that this action is going on. Here, next is state of being. So here, as these are only gents. Here, are is showing the state of being. Next, state. Here, possession. Possession means ownership. We have something. So, Amrita has a guitar. Here, has is showing the possession. Means Amrita is the owner of guitar. So, it shows this has shows the possession. Now, come to the types of verbs. So there are two types of verbs. First is transitive and second is intransitive. So let us discuss about these two types of verbs. So first, discuss about transitive verbs. Transitive verbs that need an object to complete their meanings are called transitive verbs. So a verb that needs an object. First you tell me children, you know what is an object? Object means when we frame a sentence, first we write subject, second we write verb, then we write an object. So, object when we ask the question of what, at last, and when we ask the question whom, whatever answer we'll get, that is called an object, not from the starting. If we'll ask, suppose I lost my pen. So, first, I is subject, verb is lost, my pen is an object. If I'll ask the question, what you have lost? Then the answer will be my pen. So here, subject is I, verb is lost, and an object is my pen. So the verb lost and object is my pen. So here verb lost needs an object to complete the sense. Here if I say I lost, you will understand what I want to say. No. So here the verb lost an object and here the object is my pen. Now come to the intransitive verb. That is the second type of verb. So intransitive verbs that make sense without any object are called intransitive verb. So, transitive verbs needs an object and just opposite. Intransitive verbs, they don't need an object. Without an object, their sense is complete.
So as Snoopy laughed. Here Snoopy is subject and laughed is an object. Here this sentence has complete sense. Snoopy laughed, we don't require any object. If I'll ask what and whom, at last we are not getting any answer. Means we don't require any object for this verb laughed, and without laughed this sentence is completed. So here no object means this laughed is intransitive verb. So now we'll discuss about types of object. There are two types of object, direct object and indirect object. So first we'll discuss about direct object. So a direct object is a noun or pronoun that receives action of the verb. Direct object means when a noun or pronoun that receives action of the verb. Here, see the example, it will be more clear to you. Cyan caught a thief. Here, cyan is a subject, caught is verb, and a thief is an object. So, if I'll ask the question, what did cyan catch? The answer is thief. So, this verb is getting the direct object. So, here this verb caught is transitive verb. Now come to the indirect object. What is an indirect object? Indirect object that receives the direct object when it receives the direct object. When the verb receives the direct object, then it is.
So now we have discussed about transitive and intransitive. Now we will discuss about the types of object also. So we discussed the verb that require an object, that is transitive, the verb that doesn't require an object, that is intransitive. Now there are two types of objects, direct object and indirect object. So let us discuss about that. A direct object is a noun or a pronoun that receives action or the verb. Action of the verb. So a direct object may be a noun or a pronoun and that receives action of the verb. It gets the action directly from the of the verb. Now examples of direct object. See here the sentence is Cyan caught a thief. Here subject is Cyan, caught is verb. If I'll ask Cyan caught, whom did the Cyan catch? Whom did Cyan catch? Then answer will be a thief. So this caught is getting the direct object thief. So here a thief is a direct object. Now come to indirect object. An indirect object receives the direct object. An indirect object receives the direct object. It will be clear with the example. See here the sentence is he got father a glass of water. So here who is the subject? He is the subject. What is the verb? Got is the verb. What did he get? Then answer will be a glass of water. So this verb get, the direct object will be the glass of water, but here this is an indirect object. So here it is getting that father is here indirect object. Two objects are there. If we'll ask the question for whom, then we are getting the answer for father. If we are asking the question what, we are getting the answer a glass of water. So here what did he got? What did he get? So a glass of water. For whom? So for father. So that is indirect object. Now see, there are two types. Other two types. of verbs also. See here. Main verb and auxiliary verb. So your main verbs are the verb which does not require helping verb to make complete sense. I eat a mango. Here, eat. I eat a mango. Eat is main verb. It doesn't require any helping verb. Is, am, are, was, were, has, have. No. So here, eat is main verb. Now, see, walk, read, say, talk, sleep, laugh, write, jump, cry, shout. These are the examples of the main verb. Now come to the auxiliary verb. There are auxiliary verb. They are also of different type. First is auxiliary verb. They are also called helping verbs. These verbs these verbs help the main verbs that usually come after them. Have and do are called primary auxiliary verbs because they can sometimes be used as main verb. Suppose Ram is writing a letter. Here writing is a main verb, but is helping Ram because according to the tense is must be there. So here is an auxiliary verb. Now come to the primary verbs. Primary auxiliary verbs. They can sometimes be used as main verbs. Where main verb is not there, he is thirsty. So here is we are using is as a main verb because no main verb is there. So these are primary auxiliary verbs. Now come to the next types, that is modals. So rest of the auxiliary verbs are called modals. They express ideas like possibility, ability, permission, obligation, suggestion, etc. So those are called the modal verbs. So here you see auxiliary verb. Here chart you are seeing auxiliary verbs, variation, examples and main verb. So be the form of be are am, is, are, was, were, being, been. These are the auxiliary verbs. Here Mac is flying above the water. Here flying, fly is a main verb, but here is helping Mac fly. So here is an auxiliary verb. Now second come to the next auxiliary verb, do. So do, did. These are the forms of do. Here does Mac fly. So here fly is main verb and does is helping fly. So here does will be auxiliary verb. Now see finite and non-finite verbs. Again there are two different types of verbs, finite and non-finite verb. So what are the finite verbs? Finite verbs when verb change according to tense or person. It is a finite verb. Now let us see the example. Hansita sang at the concert. Here Hansita sang. This is the second form of sing, but this form has been changed due to the tense. So sing is changed into sang. Sing is a finite verb here as it reflects the tense and a person. So sing is here, sing is changed into sang. Sing, here second form of sing is used, that is sang, and it shows, it reflects that The tense, according to the tense, the verb has been used here. Now come to the non-finite verbs. Non-finite verb, when the verb doesn't change its form according to the tense or the person, it is said to act as non-finite verbs. So non-finite verbs are also known as infinitives. When the verb doesn't change its form according to the tense or a person. When the verb doesn't change, either person will be changed or tense will be changed, but the verb will be same. That will be called non-finite verb. Now see, we call it infinitives also. Now let us see the examples. Hansita loves to sing. Sing is an infinitive here, as it is unaffected by the tense or a person. So here Hansita loves to sing. Here sing is an infinitive. Why? Because it is as it is. It is not affected by the changing of the tense or changing of the person. So I think verb and its types must be clear to you. Watch the video properly, understand the topic, and solve the exercises given in the book.